Hello students, in my last video we have studied the electrical properties of colloid. Already we know the colloidal particles carry electrical charge. The charge of the colloidal particles may be positive or negative. This charge is responsible for stability of colloidal solution. Okay. The same charged colloidal particles repel one another and are prevented from coming close together to unite into bigger particles. Okay, but when the charge is neutralized, the colloidal particles come closer, it undergo aggregation and converted to bigger particles, that is, it undergo precipitation. Okay, this process is called precipitation or coagulation. Okay students, then what is meant by coagulation or what is meant by precipitation? To understand the concept of coagulation, in order to study the concept of coagulation, we can conduct a simple experiment. Okay students, please listen. Here, we have taken negatively charged arsenic sulfate salt and positively charged ferric hydroxide salt in two beakers. Okay, arsenic sulfate salt is negatively charged salt, ferric hydroxide salt is positively charged. Okay, then we add large excess of barium chloride solution. Barium chloride acts as electrolyte. The electrolyte barium chloride is added to negatively charged arsenic sulfate salt, and the same barium chloride is added to positively charged ferric hydroxide salt. Yes, then what is your observation? Okay, what will you observe after the addition of the electrolyte barium chloride into negatively charged arsenic sulfate salt and positively charged ferric hydroxide salt? Please listen. The barium chloride, the electrolyte, it consists of Ba2 plus ion. The Ba2 plus ion interact with negatively charged arsenic sulfide colloidal particles. Okay, then the charge of the arsenic sulfide colloidal particles become neutralized and it undergo aggregation to form bigger particles, that is precipitate. Okay, here the Cl minus ions, the barium chloride, the electrolyte having Cl minus ion, the Cl minus ion of electrolyte interact with positively charged ferric hydroxide colloidal particles. Okay, the charge get neutralized, it come closer to form bigger particles, that is precipitate. Okay, this ion responsible for coagulation is called precipitation is called flocculating ion. Then what is meant by coagulation? Coagulation means what? The phenomenon of precipitation of a colloidal solution by the addition of large excess of electrolyte is called coagulation or flocculation. Okay, please, the minimum concentration of an electrolyte. The minimum concentration of an electrolyte in millimoles, which is required for the coagulation of 1 liter of a colloidal solution, is known as coagulating value or flocculating value of electrolyte. Okay. Here you have to remember two important terms. Okay, number one, the definition for coagulation. What is coagulation? The phenomenon of conversion of colloidal particles into precipitate by the addition of excess of electrolyte. Okay, or the phenomenon of precipitation of colloidal solution by the addition of excess of electrolyte is called coagulation or flocculation. Okay, here in the case of barium chloride, Ba2 plus ion is responsible for coagulation of negatively charged arsenic sulfate salt, and it acts as coagulating ion or flocculating ion. In the second case, the negatively charged Cl minus ion is responsible for the coagulation of positively charged ferric hydroxide salt, and it is called yes, Cl minus ion is called coagulating ion or flocculating ion. Flocculating ion. And the next important term, the coagulation value or flocculation value of an electrolyte. Okay, what is the coagulation value or flocculation value of an electrolyte? The minimum concentration of an electrolyte. Okay, in millimoles. The minimum concentration of electrolyte in millimoles which is required for coagulation or precipitation of 1 liter of a colloidal solution is called coagulating value or flocculating value. Hello students, goodbye, study well.